This is Jared Budlong with Virtual Photo Walks here at the Battleship Parkway in Mobile, Alabama with the USS Alabama. Just want to take you for a quick tour and see what we can see. Alright, we're actually standing right in front of it, right past the gift shop. We've got one of the propellers standing right in front of me. To give you a rough idea of how wide it is, it's actually, the propeller diameter is roughly, I want to say it's about 8.5 feet wide, sitting right in front of us here. And that's one of its several propellers. And then the ship is back behind us a little bit. Let's see if I can get a little pan just to show you the full breadth of the ship. Going all the way down there.
That's beautiful. And those are 9 16-inch guns. I think they likely fire a shell about 1,000 pounds. And let's see what else they got here. 25-inch guns, 24 Bofors, and a bunch of Ehrlichmans. That thing could put out one heck of a lot of firepower.
No doubt, and it actually gets a little taller. I was trying to show you the prop earlier, but that's the top with a couple radios, towers, some other antennas that I can aim up a little higher just to zoom in and grab a shot of them.
Perfect. The USS Alabama was commissioned in 1940 and joined the British fleet in 1943 into 42. Also saw action in the Pacific. Any of the sailors that were on that from the beginning to the end had an interesting and busy war.
No doubt. All right, we're going to pick up. There's actually a ship, or a plane next to me being worked on. I'll show you guys that real quick since it's right here.
Oh, I
we
love
can find a good spot to show it off. Yeah. Let's see. We'll settle down right here. Should be able to get that whole thing in view, basically. Yeah.
You have a perfect day. You were worried about rain, but this is just great.
It was pouring down rain yesterday, so I am glad it worked out. I don't see any signage for it currently.
No.
We've got a nice chopper over here as well. Figure since these are right here, we'll take a look at them, then we'll get up on the deck of the ship. You know, you see these in TV and in movies, everything else, but you have no idea what it actually looks like when you get close, and it's impressive.
Wow, there's a shot.
Underneath, yeah.
That's the boat? They filmed it on there?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I remember that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Just
for a sense of height, we've got, from me, my height up to the top of where the deck of the ship is, we're looking at, I guess about 20 feet total from foot to head, maybe 20 or 30 feet. So if you're seeing that right there, just where the top deck is, about 30 feet up, just for a sense of just scale. It's rather impressive standing right in front of it.
It displaces 35,000 long tons. Length is 680 feet. Beam is 108 feet. And draft is 36 feet. And, wow. That thing will go 27... That's pretty that's pretty fast.
27 knots, is that what we said?
Yeah. Yeah. 31 miles an hour. That would be really going, wouldn't it? That's something that big.
Yeah.
And it had a complement of 1,793 officers and men. And a lot of guns.
Alright, we gotta walk to that to get up on it. So we're heading there now.
Great.
Here, we'll show this off for all the Marines. I don't know if you guys can read it from there, but we'll try. We've got just like a Marine memorial. See if we can, I think that's going to be too backlit to read. But I will try and grab a shot of that for you guys.
You can almost read it.
Yeah, let me back up. I'll grab a shot and we'll post that later.
look at those anti-aircraft guns. Wow, look at that. It's just like, looks like a porcupine.
Where is this now?
Yeah.
This is Alabama, the USS Alabama in Battleship Park, and it's a museum now.
Where's Battleship Park?
It's in Mobile Bay, down in lower Alabama. If you look on a map, there's a little triangular shape of water. The very bottom right on the Gulf. We're in that little triangle-shaped bay of water. See if we can get back here to the stern of the ship.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
That is impressive.
Settle down a little bit. We've got some, looks like 50 millimeters right here. 50 caliber, rather.
Those could be the smaller 20 millimeter Cannon's Oerlikons. And it also carried Kingfisher scout planes. So they must have had a small launching ramp on the back.
I've actually got that to my right. If you want to see it, we'll go there next.
Yeah, they had 24 40 millimeter Bofors and 25-inch long-range guns, 130 millimeter. Those would be the ones closest, far away there. 5-inch guns.
We were talking about the large projectiles it was shooting earlier. I've got one standing next to me. It's got a in front of it, and I'll read off that real quick. See if we can point down a little bit. The marker says this Mark 8. It's a 2,700-pound armor-piercing projectile fired from one of the 9 16-inch guns. It travels at 2,300 feet per second, and it has a range of about 21 miles from the ship, which is rather impressive.
Yeah. If they can see it, they can hit it. That's right to the horizon.
Right. Yep. See if I can grab a shot of that guy real quick as well. Sorry for the bouncing in. It's really windy. Alright, so to my right, I'm just going to pan around. We'll see if it's close enough for you guys. We've got the launch ramp for those planes you were talking about earlier. Let's scoot around here. I don't know how easy you're going to be able to see it. Let me see if I can shoot down it. It might help out a little bit.
Yeah. The ship's nickname was the Lucky A, and it honors and awards. It got 9 battle stars.
What? See? So if that's going to be... I can't see what you're seeing right now, but how does that look for the ramp?
Very good. You're perfect.
Oh. And then they've got a crane in the background. You can kind of see it for the to pick up planes and drop them on. I'm sure. See that guy right there. And this is just another view of those high caliber guns, and then the 16s in the background. We're gonna see if we can frame that a little nicely and
that's a great shot. So the citizens of the state of Alabama formed the U.S. Alabama Battleship Commission to raise funds for the preservation of the Alabama as a memorial to the men and women who served in World War II, and they've raised quite a bit of money, and $100,000 was raised by Alabama school children, and about $1 million in donations, and it's quite ongoing project.
But we've got a map, it looks like, of everything everywhere it went. I don't know how well that's going to show up for you guys.
That's pretty good.
It's in the right spot, so it should show up.
Yeah. Just hold it there. That's good. And that's quite remarkable to go through the North Atlantic campaign and the Pacific campaign and not lose anyone.
Alright, we've got, if I can read it, we've got the ward room that I'm passing. Here officers of the ship had their meals. It was their dining room, lounge, and club room. Drink coffee during the day. It's wearing off, but it looks like some kind of leisure time at night, playing cards. Yeah, it was their home away from home, so we can't go in, but there's a door. Alright, now we can get a... Actually, you know what? We're going to see if this works, guys. I'm going to have to tuck you down, but we're going to go inside the 16s here and see if we get some reception still. So I'm going to aim you down and tuck you in.
Go for it.
Yeah, the reduction is so tremendous.
Alright, guys. I'm trying to get an inside view of the guns. Give me just a sec. Switch my camera around.
Twisted the gun in the tournament.
Awesome.
See if that or not.
And they couldn't bounce. They couldn't get the...
That's actually the barrels for the 16s.
Over the gun sheet. What do we call the
Basically fires a Volkswagen.
Yeah, just about. Step over a little bit further.
And trying to move that gun barrel. The ship is all the barrel.
This is a tight fit, guys. We're actually doing a virtual photo walk of the USS Alabama live on the internet. So I just wanted to say hey and say thanks and just, where did you serve? When did you serve?
69 to 89, and then I worked from 90 to 2010 for the Navy fixing gun mounts.
Well, thank you for service.
40 years doing it.
That's much appreciated.
Oh, it's great. Best time of my life.
Awesome. Do you guys have any neat trivia about the USS Alabama that you can throw out? Just a quick little tidbit.
Well, Alabama was the lead battleship into Tokyo Bay in the Second World War, which I can imagine you're the first battle wagon into the enemy's capital. I'm sure there were a lot of mixed feelings, and we've actually interviewed several veterans. And the thing is, we take it for granted now. Okay, well, the Japanese were surrendering, but they hadn't surrendered at the time.
Back. We're going to switch around. Got a great view from the bow of the ship. We're going to switch if we see if we can switch around. I don't know how well that comes in for you guys, but they are some mighty impressive guns that I'm looking at. We're going to scoot forward to see if we can show them a little closer in all their glory. But we've got a whole bunch of some more of those. I think we said they were 20 caliber earlier. We got about 5 on this side, 2 right in front of me, and 3 a little further down. And then it repeats on the left side as well. Definitely plenty of firepower on this ship for sure. So we're going to jump forward a little bit and see if we can give you a nice up close and personal view of those 16s. And I grabbed a shot from that view earlier while we were disconnected, so I'll make sure to post that as well.
Excellent.
Alright. Now this is the kind of view we were talking about.
I think that was the shot that in the movie was that. That's very menacing. That's.
Did anybody figure out which side is stern and which side is, or not stern, port and starboard?
Oh, every sailor that's listening to you is just want to shoot you right now.
Wanting to smack me over the head, I know, and I apologize. Here's part of the museum. I'm going to pull the legs down a little bit and see how it's inside.
And some of the British ships, they still they actually were using hammocks to sleep in. You got to realize that most of these guys are soaking wet and cold in the North Atlantic the whole time. And they didn't have any of our fancy Arctic gear.
We're doing a live video stream right now to the internet. Do you mind saying hi to everybody that's there? No, okay. Yeah. Sure. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. What's your name and where did you serve?
I'm Al Bordeaux. I live in California.
I served in the U.S. Navy on the USS Marquette and on the USS McKean, DD-7 in 1974-76. I was a machinist there, so that's what they call force.
All right.
Yeah.
We appreciate
Work on the engine rooms and the woodworks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good. Here is a cross-section of the ship. Here's some stairs. All right. Let me know if my signal gets pretty bad, and we'll see how quick I can get there.
Keep going up. Watch your head.
Oh, yeah. I've actually, I don't know if we talked about this, John, but I was in Scouts, and those are, Boy and Girl Scouts are the only ones that are allowed to spend the night on the battleship, and I've done that a couple of times. It's actually a lot of fun to spend an evening and sleep over on the battleship in the crew quarters. It's actually pretty neat. All right, that says ship's office, no visitors, so we're not going in there.
You're lost now.
Okay. Let me see if I can get closer to the outside. Alright, I'm on level 3. Let's see if I can get some reception to hear you guys.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so I'm outside again at this point.
You're clear.
You know what? Here we go. I know where we're going. Alright. I know where I'm at.
Follow that yellow arrow.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Actually, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Yeah, looks like that's part of steering, I think. I don't know if you guys can see that in there or not.
Wouldn't know what it was, and wouldn't know what it was unless somebody told me.
Yeah. This is the front side. All right, we were actually just, I think we were looking at the area where you're going to steer the ship, because there's our view holes from the inside. Yep. All right, I'm going to try and go inside again, try not to lose you guys.
I think you're lost now. You never see
Oh,
it.
yeah. All right. There we go. It's a little warm. Fire real quick. The higher we go, the closer these portholes are. It becomes a little bit of a challenge.
You're getting your exercise.
Oh yeah. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Sticking you guys above me. Way we can get out. Alright. Alright, this is the highest I can go at this point. As you can see, they don't want me stepping outside right now. So we'll stay inside for a sec. And I don't know if this was what you were looking for, John. But
that's where they drove the boat.
Yeah.
Let's see, USS Drumlets.
Oh, now here's the neat view. It's actually inside one of the smaller anti-aircraft things. I think we can at least peer inside. Let's see what it looks like.
Yeah, that'd be the 5-inch guns.
We've got a plexiglass sign. We actually have an open port. Yeah, we've actually got an open port. I'm not going to attempt to climb in with the rig, but I think we can see the nice tight quarters that everybody had to deal with while being in here. And it looks like the circle we're looking at, the back of that barrel, is about...
Why a lot of veterans are deaf. You can imagine being in that thing when it was going on.
No doubt. Oh, and then having the door shut.
Yeah. There he is. I'll invite Jamie back. I think was it the Hellcat was the second one that had, it was an amazing fighter. It had total dominance over the Zero when it came out near the end of the war. They kind of just dissected the Zero and said, let's build a plane that can outperform it in every front.
Seaplane of some sort.
That's likely one of the ones that jumped off the Battleship, the Alabama, or something like that. That's cool.
I had a good friend who was one of my mentors in life, who's sadly passed on, but was a submariner, and he was on, I think it was the Starfish.
Oh, that's a famous boat.
Yeah, and he died about 10 years ago.
There's the Blackbird. That's the Blackbird. Jared?
Yeah.
Can you show us the Blackbird again?
Yep,
oh,
I'm still here.
That's wicked.
Yep.
You should look up in Wikipedia his submarine then. Starfish. Yeah, look up the history.
Yeah, like a lot of guys of that era, they didn't talk much about it. You know, it just was happy to serve.
Back to this Blackbird. There we go. That's the one seat in that enormous Blackbird.
Take it for a spin.
All right. Yeah, I'd love to jump in.
It looks green. Is it green or black? Or is that just the lighting?
That's lighting. It's black. Yeah, it's the fluorescent lighting we're using. It's actually black. I've grabbed some shots, and those will come out better in color because I can calibrate the camera. But they're the fluorescent lights mixed with sunlight messes with automatic cameras. There's a couple other planes. Looks like we've got. I don't have any signage. So, if anybody knows what this is.
Yeah, I got interested in the way they did things.
Alright guys, we're going to head to the submarine. We're right outside the store, evidently.
Cool. Well, there's a model. Oh.
Go around. Oh yeah. We're going to head out the store and see what we can see.
Bingo.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
There's the real thing.
Yeah. No, this is an interesting view before we get there. But
wow.
if you guys can
That's
see that guy right there.
Wow.
That's just a neat shot right. Alright, you can actually, I don't know if you can tell I'm going to take my ears off and to show you the size of that intake. I can sit inside of it.
Wow.
Well, that's great
I'll be right
because
back.
we'd never know that unless you did.
Oh, wow.
Very cool.
I can fit two of me. I'm 6'2" and 200 odd pounds. I can two of me inside the plane. Now, this looks to be a sub of some sort. We're going to stop and take a look at this. I don't know if you guys can make out what this is yet.
Is that a two-man sub of some kind?
a replica of the USS Hunley. If you want to look that up real quick, John, I have no idea what reference that is.
That's very famous. I think that was one of the, was that not one of the Civil War first subs or something?
Possibly.
I know where we live here in Virginia, where I'm about 5 miles away from the very famous Monitor Merrimack ironclad battle. And it seems to me the Hunley was one of the prototypes for submarine.
It's a model of the, you're right, the submarine of the Confederate States of America, 1863. So they built a model of that old sub, and they've got a website, Friends of the Hunley.
If I remember right, they had the kind of the guys would inside would almost like pedal to make the stuff run. So you could
scratch, so it's used to taking on the heavy weather.
Let's get a look at this drum.
This submarine served in the Bongo Straits, and it did something like 12 or 15 war patrols. Sank a lot of ships.
Alright.
Rescued a lot of downed pilots. Take an hour to read through the battle honors of this ship.
What era was that, John?
1942. To the end of the war. 6 officers, 54 men in that ship.
Up to you.
Sure. Go over and hit that. Is that a B-1 bomber over there?
Okay.
I've never seen one of those.
I don't know the class aircraft, but we'll take a look.
I don't know if it's a B-1 or is that a C5
Go take a look.
carrier type thing, or the
Yeah, I couldn't tell. Just
it's big, whatever it is big.
It could be like the old Cold War version of a.
Hopefully there will be a
B-1 or something.
I don't know if you guys have ever been on top of a sub, but it's a little disorienting walking on top of planks that have holes in them all over the place. It's a little disorienting because you can see another 3 or 4 feet down through the holes. And we've got some staff here. Do we have any questions about the drum?
Let me go back to it. Well, they'll know the story. Give us the highlights.
Can you give us any trivia, anything about the drum? We're doing a live video stream.
Well, I don't know if you know it, but the drum's the oldest U.S. submarine left in the world.
Okay.
It was commissioned the 1st of November 1941. Served all through the war. 13 patrols, sank 15 ships, damaged 12 others. It rated 8th place for tonnage sunk in the war out of the 264 submarines made patrols.
Impressive. I guess that's one of the reasons it's here, huh?
Yeah.
Was any of the damage that's on the side done by Katrina or any of the...
No, that was all from being on display in the water for 30 years.
Okay.
Never hauled and painted. It just rusted away. And Leslie are the ones that rebuild.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wonderful thing preserving it.
The 2 of us doing all the work. We both do all the welding, cut, bending, everything.
We appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, there you go, people. If you want to volunteer, these guys obviously need some help. So if you're a welder, get down there and volunteer. I just love the way it just bristles with all those big guns.
Like a porcupine, essentially.
Yeah.
I'm glad I could help. Again, Jared Budlong, Mobile, Alabama at the Battleship Park, and we'll see you next time to take a tour of some of the airplanes that are out in front of the ship. You guys have a great day.
Thanks for the virtual photo walk. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Charlie. We'll see you later.
See you next time.
Bye.